Right, what I've got there is I've got the slide into the box, just rested it in there, haven't fixed it at all yet. And what you can see I've done, I hope you can see, is I've marked round with a felt pen just where the slide fits and how it fits into the box, so it's just nicely under the top there, and I've marked that all the way round across the bottom there. That is roughly about 6.5 inches up from the bottom, and I've marked the same the other side. So what I shall do now is get my pieces of pipe, the 15mm pipe, and I shall fit them into the box to give this the support it needs to hold it in that position. So we'll do that next. Now to bend this stuff, I'll just show you what I used. Now that's the 1/2 inch pipe that I've already bent. I shaped it to fit the slide. Now what I actually used to do that is one of these. It's a paint stripper gun, just to warm it up, so just so it became supple rather. Just warm it all over nice and gently, just so it's all bending nicely. Don't warm too much in one spot, else it will kink. Just get it all nice and warm, bend it to the position you want it bent in, and then what I did, the poor old fish, I did actually drop it in the water of the tank there, and it will set in that position. It'll hold in that position. You don't have to get it melting, just get it nice and hot so that it's quite easy to bend. Get it to the shape you want and then just drop it in the water and it will set in that position. And that's all I used. It's just an old paint remover gun. You could use a blow lamp or whatever, but that does it a treat, and you will end up with a nice curve in your 1/2 inch pipe like so. But that's how it was done. Just got it all nice and warm, got it round the slide so I knew exactly where I wanted it, held it in position, and then just dropped it in water. Any water will do obviously, but that was handy, so I just dropped it in there to cool it down, and it will set in that position. You can bend it a little bit as you're putting it in with the bolts. You can bend it a little bit more or straighten it a little bit more to make it fit perfect, but that's all I did, was drop it in the tank there to cool it straight down, and it will set in that position. Okay guys, as you can see there, I've now got the 2 bits of 15mm pipe that I heated up and bent. I've now got them 4 bolts either side, drilled and fitted into the box, as you can see, following the lines round that we made. The felt lines, as you can see, just following them round. So now the slide should, with a bit of luck, if I can do it one-handed, fit into the box and rest on them, just like that. Spot on, perfect. And that's the slide support all in and finished. Okay, what I've got now is I've got the slide in and in position. I've actually put the piece of waste pipe through the hole that's in the slide, so that's so that I know where the pipe's going to come on the bottom. So I'm now going to mark the centre where that pipe comes in onto the bottom there. I'm going to mark the centre and then get that hole cut. But that's just so that we know exactly where the hole's going to come in the bottom, so that it's dead straight with the slide. Okay, as you can see, that's the hole cut in the bottom. Now if I was using a bulkhead like some of you might have too, don't forget you've got to grind these ridges off so you've got a flat surface for your seal to fit to. So you've just got 4 edges, 4 of these ribs, just to take back slightly so that your seal can seat. You've just got to just grind them down. But being as I'm using these rubbers that I got from Screwfix, they're going to go in, and I don't think I'm going to have to. So I'm going to pop that in. But like I say, if you're using a bulkhead, then you will have to just grind these off so it fits flat. Up the other end, we shall have to there, because we've got a bulkhead going in there, which is the feed in. So we will have to take them ribs down once we've cut the hole in that end. But this end, because I'm using these seals, I've no need to. They're just like a Uniseal, like the big Uniseals. I did get them from Screwfix, but whether they still do them or not, I don't know, because that was a long while ago. But they are quite good. They're well, that's that fitted now. That's ready for the waste pipe. So now we're going to go to the other end and fit the inflow, the 40mm bulkhead. So we're going to cut the hole for the 40mm bulkhead in the other end. Right, well there I've marked in from the end of the box 70mm in the centre of the rib. So I've gone down from this end of the box 70mm to there. That's going to give me the centre of the hole for the 40mm bulkhead. Okay guys, what I'm up to now is I've just cut the hole in the bottom for the 40mm. I should come in 40mm from the pump and then open it out to 2.5 inch, just so that it's not so forceful. It'll just steady the flow a bit, going from the 1.5 to the 63mm. It'll just make the flow that bit steadier instead of acting like a jet. So it should ease the flow. You'll still have the same flow, but it won't be all in one spot. It'll spread the flow a little. Well, as you see there, I've got the waste in, I've got the 43mm bulkhead in for the inflow, and now I'm doing the return to the filters. I've cut the hole, so I shall be putting a 63mm bulkhead in there, and that'll be the return to the filters. So I've got to fit that at the same time as I fit it to my stand, because of the bend that's in it. So I should be fitting that at the same time. Okay, so there you see the standpipe in the actual box. Right, so right at the bottom, connecting it, we have a 43mm bulkhead, which is exactly the same as that one, the standard 43mm bulkhead, and I have put a rubber washer either side to help it seal properly. So in the bottom there I've got a 43mm bulkhead. That is followed by a reducer, but what it is actually doing, I've got it from 63mm pipe there, and it comes off the outside, which is that side of the bulkhead, which I believe is about 45mm. So it's going from the 45mm to the 63mm. But anyway, that's what I've got in there. And then I've got a 90-degree bend on the top. So that's what that actual standpipe's built up from. So you've got your 43mm bulkhead, you've got your reducer. That goes from the bulkhead to the 63mm pipe, and a 90-degree bend on the top of that. Okay, now the reason it was constructed in this way, and nothing is from the slide is attached to the actual filter box, is because we can actually take this slide in and out as we please. It'll fit in and out just like that. That's it, back in, and we can get into the bottom to clean. So we can clean the bottom out. That's why nothing's fixed on that. It can actually just instantly be removed. So if I take hold of this here, just lift it forward, it comes straight out of the box, and then we can get into the bottom there to clean it out if needed. So that's where all the waste should go. Now these, I did want to say, these that we've bolted through the side, don't forget they don't have to be watertight. We're only looking at about 2 inches of water in the bottom of this, so they won't have to be watertight around there. But that just makes a nice seat there for the slide. Now this flap that you can see that I've made here was actually one of the squares that we cut out of here. So it's one of them squares bent across there, which is 5 inches from there to there, and then the bend down, and this is actually pliable. So this screw here, the hole in this piece here is slightly bigger than the shaft of the screw, and where we've drilled it into here, it is just so the threads work, but not on here, but on here. Yeah, so the hole's too big on this piece, and it actually screws into this piece. So I can adjust this screw in or out, which moves this. I can adjust that flap there. That screw will adjust this in or out to have a better control and spread on the water. As you can see, I've cut a hand hole so that we can just lift all this out and clean underneath. This is all removable. I haven't fixed anything in here. It's all removable.